Buddy. That'd make a rabbit slap a bear. Sorry y'all, I had video of prepping the meat for the smoker, but somehow it got deleted. I don't know what happened to it. It was on my Instagram, but somehow it's not there either, so we'll just have to skip ahead. Time for some coleslaw. We're going to start with about a quarter cup worth of apple cider vinegar. And we'll do about a quarter cup worth of white sugar. Isotate.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Everglades original. Little more Everglades. There we go. Now, it's time to add the mayonnaise. I myself am a Duke's man, but all you dadgum hoarders bought it all. So now I've got to use this stuff. So it won't be quite the same, but it'll still be good. If you ever had coleslaw and the sauce is super runny, it's because I added too much mayonnaise. Yep, that's the stuff. Waste not, want not. You want your sauce to be about as thick as store-bought ranch dressing, because as you add all your cabbage, the salt in the Everglades is going to help extract some of the water from the cabbage. And so, like you look here, There's almost no dressing in the bottom of the bowl, but as that salt pulls out the water from the cabbage, it'll start to pool up in the bottom and loosen up your sauce. So we'll just mix it around, get everything good and coated. And then we'll cover it up and leave it in the fridge till we're ready. The ribs are out. They're done. They temped out at 202, so I know they're getting tender. Normally, I'm a dry rib man. I just prefer having the rub on the outside. But I recently saw a post where a guy made what he called muddy ribs. They were dry rub to begin with. He smoked them, and then he would put on a little bit of barbecue sauce, like to have a wet rib. But then he would dust it again with some of his rub, and he said it gave it kind of a muddy texture. So I think I'm going to try that on one of these, not both, just in case we don't really like it. And so we'll get this guy dressed down. This isn't a special kind of barbecue sauce, it's just what we had in the fridge. Nothing, it's not homemade, but the rub that I'm putting on there, that's what's left of it, that is homemade. Now I'm going to throw them in back on the heat and get that sauce kind of crisped up a little bit, and then we'll pull them back out and cut them up. Okay, remember the coleslaw? Look at all that juice in there now. Ooh. Good and wet. Now you might think that's too much sauce, but I actually did that on purpose. I want to use the extra sauce from the coleslaw as kind of a base to make Alabama white sauce, which is like barbecue sauce, but it's completely white. It's not, you know, orange or yellow or red like some of the other southern barbecue sauces. Okay, what are you gonna have a bite of first? Ribs or coleslaw?
Ribs.
Go for it. Mom's already tearing in. What?
It's way good.
It's what?
It's way good.
Speaking to the microphone. So
It's way good.
people in the back want to hear you, Pace. Take a bite.
That is messy.
Yeah? What do I say about barbecue?
It's only good if it makes a mess.
If you don't...
If you don't need a bath afterwards, it wasn't good enough.
There you go.
This I like chew it and it just falls apart. It's pretty nice.
So that's the point of the brisket. I separated the point and the flat. The flat is still in the oven, keeping warm. My plan for that is to let it cool all the way, and then probably tomorrow
We can eat it.
I'll run it through the slicer, and then we can have brisket sandwiches.
That's a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna eat. All right, this is those muddy style ribs. You gotta try a piece of this. What?
Give me some more.
You want more? There's a whole tray of it over there.
Tastes better off your plate.
Back for seconds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Which one'd you get?
Sticky ribs.
Ooh.
And I learned something.
What'd you learn?
Watch this. That's when you know you got good barbecue. Clean bone.
You want to take a bite of the coleslaw? I don't think we've done a bite on the coleslaw yet.
No.
Brisket dipped in the coleslaw sauce. Buddy. That'd make a rabbit slap a bear. That's what coleslaw dreams are made of.
That'd make a bear slap a rabbit.
I could.
Clean bone. Shoot, what else did they say? Stop recording!